Yeah. Lord, I managed to pray for nights like this. Yeah, really. I'm just so happy I'm able to tell my.
It's your main man, PBM Louie. You are now tuned into the 10K report.
10K.
The right of me, I got
names.
this nigga nut. To the far left, I have
Rico 10 stacks.
And we got our special guest. Come on, what's up with y'all niggas this morning, bro? My main pressure online. You alright, bro? You good?
I'm still drunk from yesterday.
Name said
out till like 5:30 in the
he
morning.
thinking 5 minutes behind. I swear.
Right, I don't know what the fuck.
I'm a little slow today. I got a lot on
Niggas
my mind
moving
today.
different, man. Do me a favor, close that curtain, bro. Let's get busy. Close it all the way for me.
Oh, close the curtain.
Homo. Let's get busy. Oh man,
Pass
that cup of water for me.
It's good. All right, I just want to make sure. Oh, okay. So look, yo, we got Pressure online. Hey, what's up, Pressure? What's up, baby?
What's up, P?
Yo, video crazy you dropped yesterday.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Anxiety.
Right now,
yo, I called Pressure like I ain't even know Pressure like that. Mickey, let's come clean. I'm gonna come clean. I met him like once or twice. I ain't even know what type of dude Pressure was. You know what I mean? I didn't know he was really rapping like that.
My bad, school.
What's going on with you today?
I ain't trying to promote nobody but us, bro.
All right, but you just wilding to a man interview. I don't know what's going on with him today.
Something wrong with
You gotta chill out, bro, today. You maxing.
He got eating chips off camera.
So once again, let me go back to what I was saying. I met Pressure 1 or 2 times like at parties. I mean, but I'm saying I really met him at 105.1. Ja was actually shooting me, and I think he was shooting DJ Lil Man, right? And then we had a conversation there, we was just vibing, right? So I really didn't know he really rapped. So then, months later, maybe a month or so later, he put up a new album was about to drop, so on and so forth, and a snippet of it. I'm like, oh, this shit was hard when I heard the snippet, and then I reposted the snippet. We just started talking. Then, he actually dropped the album. And I was listening to the whole album. I'm like, yo, this nigga just jumped out the blue with some dope fire, with some crazy shit. You know what I mean? And I told him the intro was my favorite track of the whole joint, and then I liked the joint with you and Teleport. That shit was crazy. You know what I mean? I seen you had my man Hero God on there. Like I really listened to the project. Like I fuck with it. Like that's why you here.
You got to. It's real rap music. It's a real story. You just dropped the Anxiety video too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's hard. So
dropped it yesterday. Yep.
That's what's up. Yo, let's get into that a little bit. Actually, before that, because I'm just me and you right now. Like, where you get your name from? Like, what's Pressure Online? Like, that's a unique name. I never really heard a name like that. Right.
I'll tell you a funny story. My name was Lil Pressure, obviously. When you younger, especially in the early thousands, I was running with Lil Pressure. And what happened was, just getting older, I'm like, I got to drop the Lil. And a couple years later after that, I was dealing with copyright issues, like little legal stuff with just the name Pressure. You type in Pressure on Google, you might see a washing machine, air pressure, all types of fun stuff. So I had a website, pressureonline.com, and I was like, damn, I know if I use my website as my name, it's going to be exclusive because I'm the only one that's definitely going to have that. So that's how I got my name. It actually came from my website when I got tired of the copyright issues with just Pressure.
All right, that's dope. All right, let's go back to the record. So that Anxiety, like, you just immediately started pulling shit out of your heart bag, like your father, your mother, your girl, all in the first 15 seconds. I ran it back the first time. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, pause, like, cause when I'm listening to you, I'm like, damn, like my girl trying to play me, like. She's
I was there, I seen it. He's trying to play me. She looking at him like,
oh man.
So, where did that energy really come from? I know some of those things was really happening. Where you at with your parents and your people now? And obviously, I know you're not with the same young lady. Just that particular song in general, like it was hitting different than most of the other ones. You know what I mean? Just so tell us where you at and how you come up with the concept of that. Like when you was in the studio with it, like how did you feel about it?
Man, one thing that really happened, like for me as a creative. When I do records, the beat itself has to speak to me. And when I heard the beat, it just sound like vent. That's what the beat was telling me. And, it was just perfect timing for what I was going through. Household issues, even outside of that, relationships with friends, business stuff. And you get to a breaking point because like you said, a lot of people look at me as if I was a cameraman, but it's like, nah, that was my 9 to 5 of how I got by.
Right.
But what happens is that was coming in faster than me actually putting out music, so it overshadowed the primary goal.
Right.
So the anxiety was just like, I was just bugged out.
When did you start shooting videos?
Stole my question.
My fault, nigga.
Strongly, 2014.
That's the same year you dropped that first tape, that first album too, right?
The first one, yeah.
So why was the break so long from 14 to 2020?
Exactly.
Gotta be
what I'm
honest
just
with
telling
you,
Yeah, for sure. I like these questions. The music videos, man. The music video games was keeping me afloat. And honestly, you know, as a man, when you got to survive, it's kind of like, yo, this is what's keeping me afloat. And shooting videos was like so consistent.
You gotta be real with
It was taking up so much time in my life, man. I was like, but it's working because it's either that or, you know, go get a job and then try to multitask with rap. You know.
Right.
You had any mentors that taught you the game of camera work, or you just like learned it by yourself?
Right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Gil, shout out to Chop, Diesel, Joey Lightfingers. They definitely, in my younger days, was showing me like the basics of video editing and stuff. But I definitely, like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was a YouTube tutorial dude. I had to become a nerd because I'm like, I gotta figure this out. You know what I mean? To stay hot anyway. Because you can always get in the game, buy a camera, but.
What you start off with? What camera you started with? The first camera for your first video.
I don't even remember the name of it, but I could tell you that it came with like a little disc. Like it wasn't even memory cards back then. So yeah, it was a minute ago. I don't remember.
That's crazy. I was thinking like, you know what I mean? You come from a place of spitters, you know what I mean? You come from Jersey City, you know what I mean? Obviously, we know the names Al Bial, you know what I mean? Teleport, obviously. Who else we got? Hove, DiBiase. I remember back in the day, the nigga Christ. Remember?
Right, Christ,
you know what I mean? Crisis. Who else? It's so many. I can't even really think of it. Y'all come from a lot of spitters. What do you see yourself fitting in that mold coming from that city?
I definitely, like, you know, and shout out to all of those artists. Shout out to all the Jersey City artists, actually. Everyone's dope. But what I would say that what separates me, if that's where we're going with this question, is the fact that I'm more built on reality rap. And not saying that none of those names that you mentioned are, but I come from a different background of actually being from the streets or from the projects, but not necessarily being in the streets.
Right.
So the perspective is a little bit different, you know. Like, I'm not out here, you know.
You a hood nigga, but you're not a street nigga.
Right, at the same time. So it's like, you know, that's the only balance I have versus everyone else. They had to get how they live, which I respect too.
Right. So what I was trying to say, like, you know, you from Jersey City, right? Like, if you don't know about Jersey City, y'all come from like shit like wetland and all this other, you know what I mean, North Side, and I mean, you know what I mean, all the other extra politics from your town. How did you survive that? Because even though you say you not in the streets, but you still got to, you know, walk around that, be around those dudes. You making music, people want to compete. You know what I mean? Have they extra comments. Like, how do you really survive through that? You know what I mean?
For me, the way that I survived was simply not necessarily claiming anything. You know what I mean? On the come up, as far as like making myself sectioned off as if like I'm this artist from this area. I just represented the city in a whole, and I pretty much never gave anybody the wrong energy. So when you kind of come a certain way, majority of the time I was traveling by myself, so it makes people feel like they could keep their guards down. It's like, all right, but when you come in the room with 3, 4, 5 different dudes everywhere you go, it's like
you just did.
Right, you attack. Yeah, shout out to the team though. Shout out to Pooh. Shout out to the city.
Niggas. Right.
Yeah.
Like, niggas.
But yo, people always
tennis. I'm comfortable around him. That's my guy right there.
Nah, people always knew I was about my business though, man. I started that early, man. I never made no one feel like it was a block thing.
Right. So in my mind, I'll be asking myself, like, how did this guy do the music and actually do the videos at the same time, right? And still be competitive in both. Like, your music is just as good as your videos. Like, niggas see your video and your pricing is beautiful. Niggas see your videos and we be like, yo, this nigga, who is this?
Yeah,
I had to hold on my phone. I had to show Denity, like, hold up, my yo, bro. Is this shit fire? Or it's just me? Am I tripping? Oh, this shit fire. He seen the shit. He like, who this?
Nah, he shot some shit like
pressure.
You shot some shit like 2 weeks ago with some fat nigga. What's that shit was like? I think the song was like, "Are You Down?" He was in the park.
Oh, get the fuck out of
Yo,
here.
I knew he was going.
He was rapping about something, but the video was dope.
Fuck out of
Like,
here,
who this
dog.
Oh,
Had a
man.
couple cameos. Had me looking slim.
It was a
Good
nigga
looking
that
out.
looked like you.
Looking out, Pressure. Had me looking slim.
I actually sent that out to a couple people, man, and showing my most recent work.
Nah,
Man.
that
I
shit
got a lot of
was
good feedback
That
from
shit was
too.
fire.
Yo, that shit was dope.
That shit was fire.
And it was a different type of video. I sent him some footage. Like, we literally shot for like 45 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Right, names
Right.
about?
Just
And
about.
then we got it done with like pictures and like still shots. And
Yeah,
just-
and the old videos, with the joint with you and Surf,
Surf, yep.
that was dope.
that was crazy,
I like
bro.
the way he kind of like zoomed out, and then the Tupac video was on the television.
Oh, that was hard.
Oh,
That
I
was-
was like,
yeah.
whoa, that's hard.
That might be nice. So how do you prep for your videos? Is it just off the song, or do you already have a vision?
A lot of time, and that's the perk about being an artist, is I know how the artist should be viewed. So when I listen to the record, I already have my mind made up, but I definitely respect their opinion. So I always try to mesh the two. But I let the music, like I said, the music is guidance for everything that's going on. So even if we don't shoot it, I get the footage somewhere else, and I make sure that everything you saying come to light, because that's what art is.
What do you mean you know how the artist should be viewed?
In a sense of, as far as the angles, as far as the facial expressions, the body language,
Right.
things that help paint the picture where it sets some type of truth. So when you watch it, it's like, yeah, I can feel that.
When you record, where do you record? Are you on a home base studio, or you going to a spot?
Both. It depends on like the mood and the setting, but anything that's more personal or something that I feel.
Blazing Bar Studio.
Bar Studio. I was about to say that. Shout
Yeah.
out to Blazing Bar Studio.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. I definitely got
names. Okay.
But yeah, more in-house though. More in-house though.
That's what's up.
If
That was a
anything.
subliminal.
So let me
Like,
ask
I
you a
recorded my whole
question.
album at my spot.
That's
what's
dope.
up.
And I mixed it.
It sounds
and you
great.
mixed it.
You did a good
Yeah,
job.
mixed it.
Let me ask you this question, right? Was you concerned about falling off, being that you took a hiatus for 6 years? You know what I mean? And then I seen you, not really 6 years, because I seen you do like, little features here,
Yeah, you
one
got-
single in
right.
2019.
That single between.
Right, you know what I mean? And I seen you do work like that, but you know what I mean? That's a challenge to take those many years off and not to be doing it consistently, because this is a young nigga sport.
Right.
Verbiage-wise, look-wise, all of it. So I know you might got the look down packed because you shoot more videos than most niggas. And then you hear these rappers rapping, right?
Right.
So was you afraid you wasn't gonna fit the mold?
A little bit. Honestly, I say it's a 40% chance of me feeling like, damn, this is gonna kind of knock me out the box. But the other 60% that I leaned on heavy was, long as I give me and it's the truth, somebody gonna feel it. Versus if I was trying to stick with a trend, I'd be like, damn, I gotta try to switch it up now and this and that. But I just always felt comfortable in my skin. It helped me.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
All right, so when you did drop that 2020 album, was it any like
Fear.
Fair.
was it any fear? Was called fear though? That's
Yeah.
That's ironic.
Yeah.
And the second part of the question is, did you have any like backlash from any people you felt like people should have supported and they didn't? Do you think it's because of the
That's
hiatus?
a big thing.
Nah, honestly, right, I'll tell you something. With fear, and it stands for finding excuses and reasons, all this time, throughout my whole 6-year hiatus and chilling and all that, I was building relationships as I was straying away from the limelight. So when it happened was, I was just doing everything in reverse. Versus me, like, because the average artist, right, they come out, they start rapping, and they want to meet everybody and do this and that. It's like, all right, cool. Versus me getting a job, if I could shoot a video, still tag my name on it, stay hot, where at least a person know me somehow.
You're moving.
Could put money in my pocket.
They hear
build a relationship.
that pressureonline.com.
Yeah, and when it's time to drop, it's like, all right, cool. I didn't build relationships with the right people, because it's one thing to build a fan base, but you know how this game is. It's like whether it's money, muscle, music, it's different things that put you in the door. So me, I understood the importance of building a friendship with the DJs, and he know too.
Right.
He know. He definitely know.
Right, because I had thought that you was just Wala's personal camera guy, like
Yeah, shout out to Wala.
Yeah, so that's what I'm like. Damn, this nigga like with him every day. And then I did my research. I seen you had tried to do other camera work as well, like 2015 for other different people, 2016, 17, just those years that you took off, and it was like a vast amount of people, like not just the regular artists. It was like you just said, people of power. Like, did you feel comfortable in those rooms when you was with them, even though that you was there for a service? How did you feel? How do you prepare for that?
Wow, that's interesting. It's crazy. I had never even thought of it like that. I'll tell you this. My thing is, as my father always told me, just put your best foot forward. And with that mindset, I try not to let the fear and anxiety kind of like overshadow and, I fall under pressure. Because then that would sound crazy. So that's what kind of helps me, I always try to remain, like I said, myself and just be comfortable in whatever space I'm in. Because at the end of the day, we all human. Whether a person got more money than you or more popularity, it's ways to, mesh that together where, it could work. And, as long as you providing the service and you're doing what you say you're going to do and you do it to your best potential, people can feel that. And they'll look and be like, damn, this actually is good.
That's real shit right there. That's a good answer.
So what's your downtime like? Like when you ain't shooting, you're not rapping, the time that you take to recuperate and recharge, what's your downtime like?
It's tough, man. Because
hard to find it.
Yeah, because let me give you the breakdown of what's going on, right?
Yeah.
7 days a week, I'm doing either of these things: writing lyrics, recording lyrics, editing and mixing and mastering the song, designing an artwork cover for it, coming up with video treatments for myself, getting the video shot for myself, and then I have to edit it. And then doing video treatments for other artists, and then they hit me for graphics as well, designing logos. It's tough, man. It's a real tough balance. But when I do get time to myself, before everything got shut down, man, I like bowling. Like that's my thing I do on the side. I go bowl, I be chilling, man.
Right.
Okay.
I thought he was going to say he smokes the ganja. Because my guy over here, I know my guy over here.
They walked in smelling real herbal, herbivorous.
Yeah, that rapper's weed too expensive. I want some of that R&B weed.
I seen that today.
The nigga's crazy.
I really thought it was just me. I got a nose for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, this guy walked in here. Wow, he smells different.
Gas.
Loud.
Dolce
Very
Gabbana.
loud. Very loud.
He said Dolce Gabbana.
Yeah, man.
Wow. So bowling, I didn't think it was going so you've been bowling when did you start bowling?
Probably 2000. I say 14. Right? It's like 6 years. I be having fun with it, man. It sounds recreational.
Yeah, strictly that. I can't do too much.
Yeah, I ball too and all that, but you mess your leg up a little bit here and there. You be like, I'm getting old. I got to chill.
Right.
You sound like an old man.
So, Fresh, I wanted to ask you this, right? Like, we already established you're the artist and the videographer, right?
Right.
So, who do you put first when it's time to do your business? Because they both businesses. So, you feel me? Are you gonna put the artist before your project, or is it about the time? Like, what is it? And who comes first? Like, because at one point something's gonna have to give. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So you tell me, does the business of shooting films come first, or does your music come first?
Great question. Honestly, the people come first, and honestly, that also plays a part in my 6-year delay with the gap of my albums. But at the end of the day, if I sign up for it, it's just like a person at Wendy's, right? And they get mad when you ask for extra sauce. It's like, yo, but you work here. If I need sauce, even if it's 25 cents, you shouldn't give it to me with attitude.
Right.
Same thing with videos. If you hire me to do a video for you or whatever, I got to provide that service. Because again, it's either you do that or you go work for somebody else, 8 hours around the clock, 12 hours, and you stuck with that. So my thing is like, I got to take care of the people. Because I don't mind staying up the extra 2 hours to make sure my shit right before I go to sleep. You know what I mean? So you always got to take care of your people.
That's
It's a hustle.
Yeah.
You ever get anybody that tried to press you because you too busy or they wanna?
I wouldn't say press me in this. No, don't get me wrong. Because I shot over 300 videos. No lie, over 300 videos in a 6-year span.
That's a lot of fucking videos.
Definitely. I don't get people that is knocking at my door or they see me in the street and this. Nah, I haven't had that aura. Thankfully, because I always at least could keep communication if there is gonna be a delay. But nah, you get people that hit your phone like, yo, you say you got me on Monday, and they hit you and be like,
it's Monday
I'm
night.
like, yo, they could be 8 o'clock at night, and mind you, I could be getting home at 10, and I just gotta load it up.
Chilling.
Yo, they don't care if it's 11:59. Yeah, they like, yo, You said, I'm like, nah, I got you.
So he
So,
was.
Yeah, that's. I think I was one of the
That's how
niggas,
Louis
right?
be.
I probably was, right?
Louis be
Right, but
like,
that's the furthest that it goes, though. At the end of the
like,
day,
yeah,
you
where the clip
communicate,
at?
it makes
Right.
everything easy.
So that's my whole thing, right? When dealing with videographers, you know what I mean? It's all about communication, you know what I mean? You know, Denny the worst at it. That's my nigga. He does it. He one of the best. You know what I mean? Videographers, but sometimes communication, that nigga be like, he'll be like, oh, I forgot to hit you, or yo, this happened. And that. All you have to do is have a conversation with me, my nigga, and we can go forward, man. But you know, that should have put you in a position after you just gave somebody your money, because I'm gonna pay up front type of dude.
Right?
Right? When you do business with me,
Firsthand.
I'm gonna pay you up front. You ain't gotta wait for your money. And it's supposed to be, you know, half up front, half when you finish. That's how it usually really supposed to be, because it's a business at the end of the day. You providing a service, you get paid when the service done, but you gotta obviously have a down payment for the service to be started, right?
Correct.
You know what I mean? The yin with the yang.
Everybody don't know that, but yeah, you're right.
All right, but
That's
if
professionalism.
you don't give me my product that I asked you for in a timely manner, then there becomes a problem without the communication. You feel
Yep,
what I'm saying?
definitely.
How important is that communication? And to your business.
It's very important because it dictates what happens next. You know what I mean? As far as whether there's going to be an issue in person, or two, someone recommending you somebody else. Like, why would I mistreat a client and feel like I don't have to respond to them, knowing that if this my bread and butter, it's like, nah.
That's a whole new potential network.
Yeah, that's dumb to like not provide at least communication so somebody know what's going on. Like, that's weird to me.
So, all right, we got a real nigga in the building. Talk to him.
So how you gonna go now? How do you do this, right? So say you want a feature from Mano,
Right? Okay.
but you shoot videos and he need a video right now. How does it work for you? Explain that scenario to me. Break it down. How you would start talking. You know what I mean? The conversation would be like, break it down to me.
I mean, no. Talk to me.
Interesting
What's
conversation.
up?
He's
I
Mano.
I look more like Mano.
Maybe I don't know. He's closer though. So let's break the scenario down.
Why?
Nah, simply, if this what you need, it's like, all right, cool. What's your prices for your
feature.
verses, right? For
Right.
your verse. We discussed that. All right, cool. This is what my video is worth. Because everyone's situation is different. So depending on what you need, budget-wise and all that, all right, this is what your video worth. All right, cool. I might have to shoot 2 videos for you. And then still might give you a third of probably what you asking for. Just respectfully. Because at the end of the day, you helping my brand out. And if I'm shooting 2 videos for you where it lands on
That
World Star,
also
whatever.
helps your brand.
Right,
And
fatty.
yeah, you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's about building a relationship and adding on to your catalog. So sometimes it ain't really always about the money, but it's definitely a swap. It's just that. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's whatever I could do for you, let's work it out.
You ever took any flights out? Anybody fly you out or anywhere? I'm sure of it though. But
Yep.
Thotty, he's a thotty.
Yeah,
Did
man.
anybody fly you out?
Yeah, I got flown out, man.
got flew out.
I got flown out.
Hotel?
He got flew
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And they give you underwear. They send underwear to the room.
Oh, shit. Yikes. With the good lotion.
Yo,
The good lotion.
yeah, shout out to DJ Bobby B. We went to Miami and we went to Atlanta. Shout out to Wild Eye. We just went in December. We went to LA.
Oh, all right, dope.
Yeah, I've flew out a couple
You was at the
times.
pool party this weekend?
Nah, he wasn't.
Oh,
Nah, I missed that.
Pressure, yo. Let me tell you something. If that nigga ain't getting paid, he ain't coming. Tell him.
Yo, everybody be saying that, man.
You don't have no leisure time. I be seeing you every time I call you, like, man, Louis, listen, man, got a video shoot Monday. You know what I mean, nigga calling me about the rain for Wednesday, the week of. I fuck with Pressure though. For
yeah,
that.
he did.
Yeah, you gotta
Nigga.
foreseek everything, man.
He's like,
Because my
yo,
thing
listen.
is, somebody might
You
want a
don't wanna
video
waste
that's
your day.
moody, so I'm like, fuck it, then substitute. But
Yeah.
stuff like that.
He didn't want to waste his day. He getting that money.
His
I said,
calendar was crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
man.
said, this nigga's a genius. Look at him call me 5 days before to ask me about weather. God damn, that shit loud, nigga. He over here smoking rapper weed. That ain't low budget weed. That ain't the rapper, the little niggas that got the chains I'm wearing.
You smell that
He's
shit?
smoking that Rick Ross shit.
I don't
He said he's
I don't
smoking
smell
that Rick
nothing.
Ross.
Somebody else said, no, that's me.
I don't smell
That
nothing.
nigga got an O on him. So.
Shit. So what's next? Like next 2 years, like what's next for Pressure?
The vision.
What's next for me? In the meantime, right? I can't wait till like outside really open up 100% and everything cleared up out here. But I want to shoot almost if I got 16 records on my album, I'm at least trying to shoot like 11, 12, like guaranteed videos, right? And I want the videos to coincide with each other where it kind of builds like a little movie type of thing. So the vibe of everything is gonna make sense when you see it. But that's what I'm doing with the music videos. The second thing is the clothing. For every song that's on my album, I'm creating merchandise for each song and each
about to go crazy.
Yeah, each shirt and each part of the merchandise.
His idea is stolen. He shouldn't have said this on my. I just took his shit, bro.
Nah, trust me.
He said, I just took his shit.
I'm just letting you know. So you see him like, yo, new zone,
Like,
each
bro,
one out.
I apologize.
That's a great idea.
No.
Hey, pressure, I appreciate the alley-oop.
Nah, you got to do that though, man. Because at the end of the day, somebody else got to be able to carry it on. If you slip on your idea, that's your fault. If you lose, it's too much money out here for all of us. Too many people.
Hey, let me ask you, how do you handle all this responsibility, you being so young? How old are you, about 25, 26?
There we go.
Yeah, if you being so young, you know what I mean? You got any kids? You got any kids?
Nah, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
I stay out the way, man.
How old was you when I first met you? Was like 17, 18? What the
And what, 2010, 11, something like that?
That was 10 years. You was 16?
Something like that.
Damn,
Something like that.
how old was you?
Yeah, probably 16.
That's that rapper weed.
He got me by
He said, how old is you?
Damn.
He got me by 3, so you probably met me when I was just
17.
I graduated high school in 2011.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, man.
Wow.
We had this.
Yeah,
Put it on vibrate, bro. Put your phone on vibrate.
You ever seen the video of the nigga singing opera while he was high?
All right, make a difference.
That just made me think of.
Oh, bad. Yeah, but the responsibility of everything.
Bro.
What you was going with? What you was going
I
with?
was asking you, how do you deal with the responsibility as far as, doing the music, doing, you know what I'm saying, and doing the videos and not having no free time? How do you balance it all? How do you deal with the responsibility, knowing that so many people depending on you for their videos, for so on and so forth, you know what I mean? How do you deal with that? And also yourself, you know what I mean? Where do you find self-motivation at?
Well, I'm motivated because, I'm a young man from Cary Woods Projects, and, when you come from a place that the likelihood is low, to be successful, whatever that means, quote unquote.
Right.
The things that I've done over the time frame of me rapping and people I had in my corner, it just made me believe that there's always a chance. You know what I mean? I never looked at the fact of we don't have too many people to look up to when we coming from where I come from. So I use that as motivation, you know what I'm saying? Also, my mom, just like everybody else, family, when you got people that's effed up in the streets and around you, it's kind of like, damn, we don't have to be here. We just here because we scared of change.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
That's deep.
stuff like that. But as far as the responsibility, I try not to procrastinate, and that's kind of what keep me afloat. Because long as let's say if I was a dude that want to smoke, or I'm chasing after women or this and that, it's easy to get caught up in the spider web of the BS. But I try to stay out of jail. I try to stay out of the cops' way. You know what I mean? I just try to value all the time I have to myself, and then I got 2 computers. So
And then I got 2 computers.
yeah, you got to move
Fast
like
ones.
that.
All right.
I got to do artwork on this one behind the scenes, and while this one rendering, you got to multitask.
You know what I mean? That's dope.
Until I get a team, man. I'm looking for a team.
Rendering time.
Don't you got a studio as well? What studios you dealing with?
In my spot.
Yeah, all right. That's in your actual spot. I
So
thought
you
had
probably
some.
do a lot of organizing. Like you said, you got your calendar. Like, do you have certain apps that's your go-to? Because you sent the calendar the other day. You use a lot of Outlook and all that.
Nah, I use FamCal. FamCal, the reason why I like it is because if, let's say, you download the app and you sign in as well under my email or whatever, you can see everything that I'm doing as far as when I update it in my to-do list, the schedule and the stuff. It just keeps people on point around me. So,
Right.
That's dope.
So Pressure, man, it's been great. What's
He not getting out of here. He not getting out of here. He not getting
Y'all,
out
got some things to
y'all
talk
gonna let
about.
me finish talking? Oh, it's been great. It's great for me to interview right here. But we got, oh my God, y'all gonna let me finish today? God damn, both of you niggas. Great interviewing today, right? But we got some questions to ask you, right?
talk about it.
10K.
I feel like I know something I don't know. Here we go.
Nah. We got
a game we play, right?
Something simple.
That we didn't
It's the hot seat.
play with you at, right? This is the hot seat
We got the arrow
segment,
segment
right?
in the studio.
Yeah,
talk about it.
Yeah, but it's about to get a little warm, right? So we need your 5 to 10 hottest artists that's out right now, right? And we need your 5 to 10 that may need improvement. Let's go. We don't want no excuses. You lie. Let's go. Local. Only local though.
He
only,
said
not no niggas that's on. When I say local, I mean from Jersey City, Newark, Union County,
Jersey.
Sussex County, Jersey. You know what I mean? Camden County. That's what I'm Trenton. All that. So you know what I mean? Holla at us.
Oh, 5 to 10 off top.
5 that neat. That's hot.
That's hot.
That you fucking with. I mean, no order. And then I need, at least 2 to 5. That's may need improvement.
All right, let's get it. Hot, 5 to 10.
no order.
Yeah, no order. No order. Just off,
You don't gotta mention me because I'm here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Off top.
Cool. Fuck that.
Like that.
Yeah, off top, Lil Dev.
I knew that was coming.
P. Dot. He's from my area, man.
Yeah.
He working. P. Dot.
P. Dot, ain't this a DJ?
No,
he a
P.
rapper.
Dub.
P. Dub is the DJ.
Yeah.
P. Dub.
P. Dot.
I know who Lil Dev is too.
Criminal.
I don't know who that is.
Designer Boys. He from
I know the Designer Boys. All right, so I know them as a group, as a whole.
Sam Black.
I don't know Sam Black.
One more. Day Uno. Taylor Port. Lieutenant. Slizzy Slice. People you may not know, but they working.
Right.
They got some. They
Okay.
definitely got some. You go check them out.
Okay.
5 to 10 people that's probably.
Need improvement. If you just only got
I'm
one
sorry.
or two.
You know, I ain't want to name the obvious with the Serves and Arsenal. I like. I love.
No, I
These
get it,
my
I get
guys
it.
too. So I don't want to make
These
it.
your hottest. These your hottest. This is your list.
Yeah.
Ain't worry about it.
5 to 10 that I feel like need improvement. Wow, man. I can't even think off the top of the head. And if I did say names, I ain't gonna lie. You probably wouldn't even know. Probably wouldn't know. I would have to look. Yo, I done did so many videos. Yo, it's so many people that definitely need improvement, but I can't even think of their name on top.
Everybody do this, bro.
Yo, because
Run around.
Dipping and dodging.
This nigga stupid.
nah.
We get it. These niggas. Only nigga that came up here and got busy was Drop. Drop came up here and got busy.
Drop did
no
it like
holds
20
bar.
Nah, I tell you this though, man, and it's not even just specific individuals, because it's a lot of them. When you say that slacking, I might could say, yo, your presence on camera look great, but your finances is messed up, so you ain't marketing right. Or your mix downs is trash, but you can rap. Like, it's so many things I do be hearing and seeing.
So just say that. So say, look,
Right, but
just
I
say
can't-
the guy's name and tell him what he need improvement on.
I can't think of, I swear, I'm telling you. I'm
Bobbing and weaving.
I'm telling you right now. I cannot think off top.
That nigga dip. That nigga dipping well. That nigga pressure.
Nah, we all
Pressure
can improve on something,
Mayweather.
though. We all can improve on something, though.
Nah.
so.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm damn near perfect. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the best.
I cover that motherfucker out me. You know what I'm saying?
I take this do-rag off. You definitely know I'm the
I
best.
know what I can do. I can lose some weight. That's what the fuck I need to lose.
So that's your improvement?
Yeah, I need like 65 pounds about me. I just feel like, you know what it is? We ask people these questions, right? Mm-hmm. But it's honestly, right? It's no real answer. You know why? Because nowadays, any music can sell. It's an audience for everybody.
Correct.
But if you're not promoting it, then it's gonna fall on deaf ears anyway.
Exactly.
So it don't matter if you need improvement or
And
not.
it's really all love. We trying to shout out people from Jersey that's local.
Yeah, definitely.
We also
So
try
you
to put
can
them up
give
on
them
things
your
that they
stand.
blind to, because a lot of people blind
Give
to.
them your
They got a lot of yes men around, and they're like, "Yo, this is fire, bro, this fire." You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
they're behind their back. It's like, I mean, it's all right, but he could have did this better.
It's a lot of-
you know what I mean?
Right.
The camaraderie.
They be playing telephone with the music and
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and a lot of guys, you know, even when it comes to coming up to this platform right here, a lot of people feel like they want to be here. They never even have a mixtape dropped.
Right.
They never even really did no
Right.
interviews.
No,
nowhere.
And there's no
I was
disrespect
look,
to y'all.
I was watching the show. I think I caught up on it around the time All Star. That's my man. The
Yeah,
great.
that's episode 8. Yeah.
When he came up
AJ.
here, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much before that time, but when I seen it off of his page, I was like, "Oh, this P." Now I actually knew P. I knew Louis. I knew of him probably like 4 years ago, which is crazy. Definitely like 4 years. I definitely knew of you.
Right.
And I've seen you at events, and I'm like, yo, he like hard to touch. He hard to get to. Every time you see him, he walking in, chain dangling. I'm like,
come on, man.
I walk up to him, he gonna be like, nah, don't take my
Flexing.
picture, yo. I was like, nah, I ain't about to mess with Louis, man. But nah, I forgot where I was going with it. But yeah, overall though, there are a lot of artists out there that they don't have guidance. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta think too. Every artist, if you speak to any artist, right, that say they want to be on the show. Well, I did. Even when I seen it, I was like, damn, I might gotta get up there. I don't know what they doing, freestyling. But I was like, yo, that's an outlet. And the way you doing it and helping people and the stuff you asking is not cliche. It's not like, yo, what makes you, like, nah, your conversation, everything with all y'all here, it coordinates so well. Like, I've seen y'all speak before, so
I appreciate it, man. And I just know this dynamic brings something different. He's a videographer, right, and an artist. He's a singer, and he's a artist and an engineer.
Right.
And I'm just, an artist and a business owner. You know what I'm saying? So we come from different dynamics, and we got different opinions and views. Like, and he the young nigga. That nigga only 21 over there. You know what I'm saying? Me and Name's the same exact age. You know what I mean? So our views on things a little different. You know what I mean? He carried the show for the young boys. The young boys fuck with that nigga. But, you know, them niggas is dweebs. But I try to, you know what I mean?
They don't know the difference between their right foot and their left foot.
Right, I try to educate these young goofies. Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
I don't know who you was when you was 21.
I just want to talk about the pool party.
The pool party?
The pool party.
So hold on, before pressure. Well, I know you here, bro. We gonna talk about this pool party for like 2 minutes.
Let's talk about it.
You know what I mean? So look.
You want to talk about Untouchable?
Vicariously, I probably was there, man. I probably seen
you was there vicariously. So
Well done.
we got it set up. Shout out to my nigga Dutchy, DJ
Shout out to
Dutchy.
my guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Shout out to my nigga Dre. Shout out to DJ Naeem. Walla. Shout out to everybody that was there holding it down, you know what I mean? Shout out to niggas that got my sections right? So we got up in there.
Right.
We walked in there smooth. But the only problem I had is that niggas was coming separately, right?
Yes.
So by the time when it's all said and done, when we get there, we about 30 deep.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Section was
That's
crazy.
after
The sections were...
after security talked to Louis for like 15 minutes outside the way.
Right, so that security was talking to me like 15 minutes. That's my bigger bro from my hood. You know what I mean? He seen me come from doo-doo, like, you know what I mean? Pampers, and so they wanted the big bros. They wanted to just, you know what I mean? He don't get to see me often, you know what I mean? Because I only, I move like you, like, so if there's no business attached to it, you know what I mean? At this point in my life, I don't really got too many extra friends. Like, you know, those niggas I love, and those are phone conversations, cookouts, and, you know, when in the important times, but on a day-to-day, you don't see me as much, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's how that when we walked in, moving how we supposed to move. The bottles took 3 hours to come.
And you know names.
Names.
Oh, man.
Every time a song
like,
came
why-
on, Names is
Yeah,
remixing
The
it.
whole thing is, though, I know how he move. I know how he act. I'm like, why he so calm about this? Why am I the only one upset
We
about
bought our own
Drop
hookah.
brother sitting next to me, he like, patience, young brother, patience. I'm like, bro, we waited 3.5 hours. The shit in an hour and a half, bro. What's going on?
I was sitting there wavy, not paying attention.
Yeah, you had-
I was-
Yo, that right, you would
I was
think
sitting there
that.
Cooling. Yeah, they was
Yo,
definitely squeezing the grapes
They
in the back.
were just like, none of the sex, they was so ill prepared. It was a great party, man.
Yeah,
Great
good
pool party,
vibe,
shout
good
them, but they
vibe.
was so ill prepared when it
man.
came to the bottles. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, it was an event that, you know what I mean, they booked me for, so, you know what I'm saying, I was still being a part of it, still moving and grooving. I mean, and we still was putting up and still was doing what we supposed to been doing.
But I was not getting in that pool.
Right.
Because some of the females that was coming through there,
Yo,
I was just about to ask the scenery.
saggy and
so me and him just had this conversation yesterday. So say it was 100 females, right?
Right.
20 of them was fire.
Look at his face.
Was they
20,
fire?
it was 20 fire joints.
Fire joints.
5 of them was with me.
On God. They was in 5 of them was in our section. So that's the third, a quarter or something.
Shit,
So
not even
5,
fifth.
yeah, something like that. It was in the section, and then the other 20 was like,
Yeah.
cool, it's cool, it's cool.
I ain't trying
And
to say
then
too much. My girl over there.
60.
I felt the energy. And she was over there like this. All right, nigga.
Then the other 60 was trash bags.
Trash. Somebody aunt was up in there.
Yo,
You know what?
trash.
Yes,
I tell you this.
Grandma.
You
Ellen
think about
DeGeneres
it.
was there.
You think about
Right.
it. That's the average. Hey, look. That's the average high school rate, though. You think about it. In high school, that's just about right. 20,
Nah, I feel like when I was young, when I was in high school
25%.
going out, it was come on.
but it's different if.
And I was pulling up with 50% of them.
Man, it depends.
Get your little.
Every chick look bad on prom night. Let's just get that out the way.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yo.
right.
Graduation pictures.
I'm seeing girls on prom thinking it's the first time I seen them. I'm like, yo, who you dating? Who you came here with?
They be looking different.
I'm from English class. What the fuck are you talking about? We had
Yeah.
class the last 4 years.
I remember
together.
going to prom. I was like, no, that can't be her. I never even seen her without glasses before. Straight up.
These Johns
different.
looking like they thing tasting like, you know what I mean, mouths and shit. Man, they had the
Yo.
mouth pussy. I didn't like that.
Nah. I seen this
Oh,
girl.
man.
She had a one long big toenail. It was like a hook.
Oh man.
You showed me the picture. You sent me the picture. shit was like, look. That shit was like this.
Hey, look, I got a question for all y'all, right? I want to flip the script real quick. Man, we talk about women.
Turn it up.
What's the chances of you giving a chick, now, don't, respectfully, if y'all in a relationship, this is
this ain't for me.
Right, this is just, let me get that out there.
This ain't for me.
Yeah.
I'm the only single nigga up here.
Quick disclaimer. You at a pool party and you see a chick that it's obvious she got her body done.
Right.
Does that affect whether or not you still take your chances?
No. If I was
I feel like it depends on how the job was done.
Some chicks,
some should be botched.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love natural women, but I've come to appreciate a nice done up ass. 'Cause it was one in the section I had a conversation with.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing today?
Got you.
Hopefully you can reach me. So
Oh, man.
Beautiful
Take
too,
my
right?
name
yeah,
and
she was
number.
bad. She was bad.
Tattoos where you needed it to be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nice ones.
That's the giveaway now.
And she was cool though. You know, some women they be what I don't like about certain women though, they know that they fly, but they try to shine on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, don't talk to me. Or she was like, oh, you mad humble, you mad cool. Oh, da da.
Right.
I'm having a regular conversation with her. Some women they just want you to get straight to it. What's your name? What's your number? Oh, I'm trying to buy you a bag. I had a girl really tell me, said, hey, don't talk to me unless you got 10 bands for me. I said, whoa, wait a minute.
I'm not giving you.
Damn.
I said, I'm like, yo, you for real? Like, I'm thinking she joking with me. She's like, no, I'm being dead serious.
Like,
I need to take care of my kid. I was like, oh, well, you got to call your baby father for that. Sweetheart.
Call your boss at your job. Go to work. What the fuck you talking about?
So listen to me. This is how I value people.
I need
You know,
to take
I'm
care of my
about to
kids.
start signing artists. So this is the same way I value women, right?
Okay.
So it's all about the product. You don't have no product that's selling. So how can I value you, right?
Correct.
Now, if you got that thing between your legs, right? And that's a great part of the product. That's part of the product. That's partial product. The rest is the personality. You know what I mean?
sure.
The rest is what you do for a living. The rest is your credit score.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The rest is your character. So what I'm saying is this, right? How I'm gonna really value you at 10 bands when I first met you, and I ain't even text the pussy yet.
Word.
I ain't even get part of the you know what I mean? I ain't even had this
pinch the
conversation with you yet. I ain't even, you know what I mean?
I didn't even smell it.
It be the conversation sometimes that I be seeing dudes have with women, and I think, you know, when women approach me, how he just said. You see how you just said? And I don't know if I should put this on camera, but somebody approached me this weekend and said some things to me. You know what I mean? How they, you know what I mean? They admired me. A woman, they admired me for years now, and they've been wanting to say something, but they didn't want to share me. And I said, you know, I appreciate that. Thank you. You know what I mean? But it couldn't really go no further than that. But I understand how some women would look at me, maybe now or different times, you know what I mean? So, you know, I just moved different, you know what I mean?
Well,
shout out to my mother that just walked in. Close the door, Mom.
And she gave him that look like
It was great time.
tread lightly, nigga.
Tread lightly,
Yeah, it was
young
great
nigga.
time. I thought it was B popping through there.
Right.
I said thank you.
I said thank you and kept it trucking.
Mama
You know what I mean? They just was saying that they, you know what I mean? I'm their cup of tea. I'm that guy, right? I'm the dude that you gonna absolutely hate. Well, absolutely, like, I love this dude. You know what I'm saying? And it come. I'm not the guy that you think sexy, right? I'm the guy that you think. Oh, I didn't expect you to talk like that.
That happens. That happens.
I didn't. What's that huge bulge in your pocket? I didn't expect you got that much money. You own that?
Hey, man,
I ain't talking about that bulge. That's an average bulge. I'm talking about the
shots.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those type of
Is
things.
that a roll
though.
of pennies in your pocket? Not quarters, pennies.
They got to be at least nickels. It's at least a nickel. There's some nickels in there.
Maybe one, two.
Couple nickels. Oh, man.
Get your own damn juice. That's an inside joke, my fault,
Yeah, I already.
Yo,
Yeah, that's what I already know.
shout out to Blazing Bars. man.
Shout out to Blazing Bars, bro. My nigga AJ. Get your
Bro, AJ.
AJ the juice man.
Don't touch his juice.
Don't touch that nigga
If you
juice.
at the cookout, don't ask him for no pineapple juice.
Relax.
Yo, you know what I mean? Well, look, on some real shit, yo. It's been great us having you up here, bro. We got a few labs in. Pressure online. Let them know. Give them all your hashtags. Look at the camera. Give them everything that you need. Let them know where they can check you out at and where the music's streamed at.
For sure. What it do, what it is, what's happening? It's your boy Pressure, a.k.a. Mr. PressureOnline.com. Whoop! Right now, y'all tuned in to 10,000 Hours Network.
10K.
Make sure y'all... I can't say 10K.
Nah, I'm just gassing. I'm ad-libbing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we got $10,000 number. Yeah, he gassing. Go ahead, keep going, man. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, make sure y'all check in though, man. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, @Pressure Online, Google, Pressure Online, YouTube, Pressure Online. Whatever y'all want to do, man, make sure y'all check into the album called Fierce, available on all streaming platforms.
And this 10,000 hours the network. I'm your main man, PBM Louie. Names, we got Rico. We out of here.
10 stacks.
10K, 10K,
Yeah.
10K, 10K.
on the network.
On the network.
And I ain't want to take my do-rag off today. You know what I'm saying? Because
Man, I took
my
that
shit
one
looking
off.
like
Sounds
he did on the site.
Yeah, it's a good interview, bro.
Grades and shit.
Damn, I ain't even record that whole shit.
Huh?
So I got you on Wednesday.
Like, yeah, that's me.
You got him today.
Yeah, I know. At 7. Well, whatever time.
Nah, we can go at 7. Go upstairs and give him some time to finish up.
Did you know where you want to go?
I told him, this is what I told him, right? I said, yo, let's go to my house, but you got some extra dudes with you, so we can't go to my house now. But any other time we really came to my house.
Oh,
Right.
they gonna bust moves.
Oh, why? Well, we go to my house, right?
What time?
I was or his house. Don't take it the wrong.